Yes, a very good afternoon to you all. So today we are going to start with a new chapter and the name of the chapter is chapter number 10, Information Communication Technology, the new direction of progress. So today in this chapter we are going to study about the different evolution of the computers, जैसे first generation से लेते how it evolved and it reached till the fifth generation, the one which we are using right now, correct? And also what are the uses and what are the advantages, different types of applications, all the easy कोई भी चीज को easy करने के लिए जैसे हमने माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड हो गया, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एक्सेल शीट हो गया, तो माइक्रोसॉफ्ट पावर पॉइंट, all these things we are going to learn in this chapter. Okay, so let's start.
Chapter 10, Information Communication Technology, the New Direction of Progress. In this chapter, we shall study about important components of a computer, different types of software, importance of information and communication in science and technology, opportunities in the field of computers. Can you tell?
Yes, we are going to
Which
study about all
devices
these
to be
things
used
today.
directly or indirectly for collecting, sharing, processing and communicating information? Answer: mobile, computer, TV, radio.
Yes, so if we want any kind of information, so yes, we can make use of the computers, we can make use of the mobile phones, we can make use of the TV, we can make use of the radio. So all these things help us to get the information, collect the information. Even if we want to share the information, we can use any of these devices, correct? Yes. Now let's pay attention.
The term Information Communication Technology, that is ICT, includes
ICT.
communication devices and the use of those devices as well as the services provided with their help. The store of information generated due to the advances in science and technology is increasing at a tremendous rate.
Yes, as we all know that ICT, that is the Information Communication Technology, I for information, C for communication and T for technology. So this is ICT and with the help of the ICT, जो starting में जो हमारे पास जो computers थे and now the computers which we are having, the knowledge, the explosion of the information, the sharing of the things and all the devices utilized for making these things possible are all included in this. And we have to be very much updated to know all these things. See what is written. If we ignore this explosion in information, the knowledge that we have will become outdated. So अगर हम जो भी new technology, जो upgraded one technologies है, अगर उसके साथ if we are not that compatible, then what will happen? That our knowledge will be outdated. Okay.
If we ignore this explosion in information, the knowledge that we have will become outdated.
So the knowledge will be outdated.
Information communication technology important for dealing with the explosion of information? Answer: the information explosion is the rapid increase in the amount of published information or data and the effects of this abundance. As the amount of available data grows, the problem of managing the information becomes more difficult, which can lead to information overload. Techniques to gather knowledge from an overabundance to electronic data, technique to deal with such information aims at organizing the information, synthesizing, systemizing in order. In easier way it is possible by use of information communication technology.
Yes, so as they are asked you that how is information communication technology important for dealing with the explosion of information, तो ये जो information है उसको explode करने के लिए yes we need all these things like availability of the data, problems of managing the information, becomes everything become very difficult to understand. But yes, हमारा जो way of knowledge है towards this should be always the updated one.
Computer.
Now let's start with the computer.
Which is the most important device for information communication, is considered to have gone through 5 generations since it was first created.
Yes, so as we all know that totally the computer has went through 5 generations. The first generation computer, the second generation computer, the third generation, the fourth generation and the fifth generation. So all the 5 generation computer it has went and finally जो अभी हमारे सामने है it is the fifth generation. So as you can see on the screen, this is the first generation of the computer. Now let's see what is the time span of the first generation computer.
Between 1946 and 1959 are said to be first generation computers.
Yes, so the computers used during the period between 1946 to 1959, see, we got the independence, and then see 47, right from 1946 till 1959 are said to be have the first generation computers. Yes, please pay
The
attention.
TIAC computer was made in this period. Valves were used in its construction. These valves were large in size. They also consumed a lot of electricity. That generated heat, and computers would shut down many times.
Yes, so the drawbacks of the first generation computer were many, that they used to have valves, they were large in size, they consumed a lot of electricity, they generated heat. जितना ज़्यादा वो computer on रहता था उतना type heat बहुत ज़्यादा होता था, and due to this heat the computer used to get shut down many a time. So if you're not saving a particular data, it used to get shut down. Okay.
Today's computers are fifth generation computers. The entry of computers in all fields in this age of technology has been possible only due to the increased speed of computers.
Yes, so the entry of the computers in all the field in this age, like whichever field you say, and you will have the usage of the computer in that field. If I talk about the education, that yes, in education field we need computers. If I talk about the medical field, even the medical field for some of the understanding the different diseases and everything we needed. Science field, we need the use of computer. For business purpose, we need the use of computer. So each and every field there is the computer used. Okay, so ये क्यों possible? It is possible only because of the increased speed of computer. तो ये जो computer का जो speed जो increase हो चुका है, that is the main reason for this. Okay.
In which fields of work we see computers being used? Answer: computers are used in education, communication, DTP, medical, engineering, and many other fields.
Yes, so computers are used in many of this field. It is used in the education purpose, for the communication purpose. It is also used for the medical reasons, whether you have to search anything or something like that. Engineering field, and also in many of the other fields. Yes. Now let's move on to the next one.
Important components of a computer. Memory. Memory is the place for storing data obtained from the input and also the generated solution or answer by the computer.
Yes.
There
So
are two
as we
types of
know,
memories in a
that the memory plays a very important role in the formation of the computer. So for computers, basically memory is used for storing of any of the data. If I want to send any of the input to the data, अगर मैं कुछ input form में अगर input जो devices है उससे अगर मैं कुछ input दे रही हूँ computers में, so computer will what they will do is they will store it. Okay. So all types of data, all the types of functioning, all the types of solution, all the types of answers, we get it from them with the help of the memory. Okay. Now, there are two types of memories in the computer. Let's understand what are they.
a computer. 1. Internal memory. 2.
External memory.
The internal memory is of two types.
Again, the internal memories are further divided into two.
Random access memory. This is created from electronic components. Any electronic component can function only as long as it is supplied with electricity. 2. ROM. Read-only memory. The information stored here can only be read.
Yes. So as we know, there are two types of memory, internal and external. It is also further divided into the RAM and ROM. When we say RAM, it is a read access memory, and it is ROM as in read only memory. As the name suggests, read only memory. Whatever things has been stored in it, you can only read it. You can't change it. And when it comes to random access, whenever it has been attached or the electricity supply is given you, only at that time you can fetch the information.
We cannot make changes to the information originally stored here. Operating system. This is a program which provides a means of communication between the computer and the person working on it.
Yes, so operating system is basically the program. So as you can see this on the black screen, you can see the program over here, right? So this is the program which provides a means of communication between the computer and the person working on it. So it is basically a mean of communication. Whichever thing, whichever function you want your computer to carry on, you can type it in the form of the program. So basically this is a communication between the computer and the person working on it. As he needs different types of programs, he can type it and get the answers accordingly.
It is called the DOS, that is Disk Operating System.
System.
We cannot use a computer without its operating system. Program. A program is a group of commands to be given to a computer. Data and information. Data is information in its raw, that is unprocessed form.
Now, what is data? Data is the information in the raw form. मतलब जो process नहीं हो चुका है, you're only just giving it. Can you see this data? This is in the unprocessed form, and once it goes to processing unit, it will get processed and it will move further. So data is the information in the raw form. Okay. Now let's understand further.
Two main components of computers are hardware. Hardware consists of all the electronic and mechanical parts used in computers.
Yes. So all the electronic things that you can see in the computer, all the electronic parts and the mechanical parts that you see in the computer are termed as the hardware. So when we say hardware, see, it includes everything: your display screen, the keyboard, the mouse, the ROM, RAM, everything. See, all the hardware, all the electronic and the mechanical parts. See, everything, all the electronic and mechanical parts, whichever has been the printer, everything, it is called as the hardware.
Software. Software refers to the commands given to the computer, information supplied to it, that is input, and the results obtained from the computer after analysis.
Yes. So basically the software includes all the information supplied to the input, through the input, as in all the information supplied. जो भी हम information देते हैं, which is termed as the input, and the results which we obtain from it are called as the output. Okay. So all these things are included in it. Now, next one. Let's understand about the Microsoft Word.
Try this. Using Microsoft Word to create a document and write equations. 1. Click on this icon at the desktop. 2. Select the New option in the File tab, and then select the Blank Document option. 3. Type your material on the blank page on the screen using the keyboard. Use the language, font size, bold, etc. options in the Home tab to make the typed material attractive. 4. To type equations in the text, select the Equation option in the Insert tab. 5. Select the proper equation and type it using mathematical symbols.
Yes, now let's understand about the
Microsoft Excel
part.
graphs based on the obtained numerical information. 1. Click on this icon on desktop. 2. Select the New and then Blank option from the File tab. 3. Type the information which is to be used to draw the graph on the sheet on the screen. 4. After you have finished typing, select the information and click on the required graph in the Insert tab. 5. Analyze the information using the graph.
Yes. So now let's begin with the uses of the ICT. That means the ICT, as we already know, is ICT, Information Communication Technology. So now let's understand the uses of the information communication technology. Now some of the information communication technology uses of them are given in the boxes below. What are its other uses? Let's understand about this. Yes.
The boxes below. What are its other uses? Demonstration. Some experiments and concepts in science can be demonstrated easily and effectively by using simulation and animation. Example, functioning of the nervous system. Prediction. Predictions can be made after compiling and processing information Example, meteorology, collecting scientific information, internet, emails, news groups, blogs, chat rooms, Wikipedia, video conferencing, etc. Students, find out the other uses of ICT.
Yes. So let's understand this thing properly.
Uses of ICT.
Yes,
Some
one by
uses of
one we will
information
understand this
communication
properly.
technology are given in the boxes below. What are its other
Demonstration,
uses?
prediction, and
Demonstration.
collecting the
Some
scientific
experiments
things.
and concepts in science can be demonstrated easily and effectively by using simulation and animation. Example, functioning of the nervous system.
Yes. So whenever you want to show any demonstration purpose, like the way which we are doing right now, जब आपको सिखाने के लिए अलग-अलग pictures are in front of you which make it very easy for you to understand the concept. तो ये सब जो demonstration करना है या कोई भी चीज को properly explain करना है, कोई concept हो गया, कोई experiment हो गया science का, if I want to demonstrate you easily so that effectively everything is understood by you in your mind, so animation plays a very important role. And for this we need a use of the ICT, that is the information communication technology. So what is written? Some experiments and concepts in science can be demonstrated easily and effectively by using the stimulation and the animation. For example, functioning of the nervous system. So एक example आपको यहाँ पे दिया है how it works. So this helps for kids to understand the things very easily.
Prediction.
Now, prediction.
Predictions can be made after compiling and processing information. Example, meteorology.
Yes. So predictions can be made after compiling and processing information. After you compile all the things and after you process all the information, finally you can predict what is the climatic condition, or how it will be, whether it will rain or it will be a sun outside or it will be a cloudy day, and all the things. You can predict such things, and predictions can be made after you compile and process the information. For example, the meteorology. Okay. Now let's pay attention.
Collecting scientific information, internet, emails, news groups, blogs, chat rooms, Wikipedia, video conferencing, etc.
Yes, so it also helps for collecting the scientific information. Now, when we say collecting the scientific information, it becomes like all the things regarding internet. If you want to surf anything from internet, you can make use of the information communication technology. It is used, right? And then if you want to mail someone, if you want to send some urgent mails, or if you want a news groups where you can collect plenty of information. You have blogs for reading different things, and you also have the chat rooms, Wikipedias, video conferencing, and etc. All these things are made easily to access with the help of the ICT, that is the information communication technology. Okay. Yes.
Students, find out the other uses of ICT.
Yes, we also have different many of the users, so we can easily find out such things. Now, opportunity in the computer field.
1. Software field. This is an important field. Having accepted the challenge of creating software, many companies have entered this field.
Yes, so as we all know, the software field, like where you are supposed to create a software, and it is basically the communication between the person who wants to create a software and the computer. मतलब software ये basically एक language है. It is a communication. मतलब मेरा computer और मैं, whatever thing I want my computer to do, I will feed it. I will communicate with the computer. Now each and every language is different. Okay, so see, if I want my computer to add the things, so I will put a add वाला जो program होगा, that I will feed in the computer. computer. तो जब भी मैं दो चीजें दूंगी, दो numbers दूंगी, इधर computer will add it and will show me the output. So it is a communication. तो मैं computer को बोल रही हूँ कि whichever two numbers will come, you have to add it. तो ये that is a communication between the computer and the person. जो person को उससे जो program करवा के लेना है, that is a communication between the person and the computer. Okay, and it is a very challenging thing for all the software companies, and many of the software companies are emerging with help of this. Now, the opportunity.
Software field can be classified as follows: application program development, software package development, operating systems and utility development, special purpose scientific applications.
Yes, so these are all the things.
Hardware field. Today, there are several.
Now, as we already know what are the hardwares, all the mechanical and the electronic machines that we see around the computer parts, basically, it is called as the hardware. Okay, so now let's understand the hardware field.
Companies in our country too, which make computers. They sell computers that they have themselves made. Others sell computers brought from outside as well as repair them and take maintenance contracts to keep computers in big companies working efficiently without a break.
Yes, so this is included in the hardware field. Hardware, as we know, hardware means कि जो भी उसके parts of the computer है या जो भी parts of the mechanical, electronical parts and mechanical parts जितने भी हैं, they are working correctly. वो अपने correctly work कर रहे हैं and everything is going well, everything is going good. ये बस उनको check करना है. तो what they do is that they make sure they take the other sells the computer brought from outside as well as repair them and take the maintenance contract. That जब भी कोई big companies में you have the computers, they take the contract and they take the thing कि ये जो है वो properly efficiently work करेगा without any break.
Plenty of jobs are available here. There are job opportunities in hardware designing, hardware production, hardware assembly and testing, hardware maintenance, servicing and repairs, etc.
Okay, so you have ample of job opportunities which include the hardware designing, assembling everything properly. Now hardware production, where you produce different materials required for hardware. Hardware assembling, पूरा जब assemble करोगे उस पे उसको test करोगे, is it working properly or not. Then hardware maintenance, जैसे repairing and everything, servicing, repairing, everything. So you have ample of opportunities in this field too.
3. Training. The training of new entrants for various jobs in a vast field.
Yes, so when you have already this much कि आपको program करना है, आपको software को test करना है, assemble करना है, but from where will you learn all this? We need a training center for all this, right? So we have a training centers for the new entries of the various jobs in the vast field. तो आप जैसे new entries होते हैं, जो new interns होते हैं, they can enter into this field, so you need a various different training sessions. So you have the training section for the new entrants of various field in the vast field.
It is very important to have dedicated teachers who are competent in the field of computers. 4. Marketing. There are many establishments which make and sell computers and related accessories.
Yes, so basically we also
personnel who are experienced in the working of computers as well as skilled in marketing.
Now, they need good salespersons who are experienced in the working of computer as well as skilled in marketing. You also need a marketing team where you can sell the product, जैसे आप जो product होगा, जो भी product होगा, where you are capable of selling it, you can show all the positive things of your particular product. आपके product में क्या अच्छा है या आपके product, how is your product better than the different one. As we have n number of things in the market, right? So how will you prove? तुम कैसे prove करोगे customer को that taking your product will be beneficial as compared to the different one? So this is the main motive of the marketing team. Okay? Yes. Now let's move on to the next one.
Institutes at work. CDAC, the well-known Center for Development of Advanced Computing, situated in Pune, is the leading institute in India which conducts research in the field of computers.
Yes, so you have to take things in mind.
The computer was made with help from this institute.
Yes, so the first Indian supercomputer, keep this thing in your mind, that the first Indian supercomputer was made with the help of this institute only. So with the help of this institute, the supercomputer was being made, okay, with the help of the institute which is set in Pune.
Valuable guidance for making this computer, that is the Param computer, was received from the senior scientist Vijay Bhatkar. Param means the supreme. This computer can perform 1 billion calculations per second.
Yes, so these are the main features and the advantages and the highlights of this computer, that it can perform 1 billion calculation per second. So which means a lot. A lot means a lot. Okay. So this is the quality, this is the usage, and this is the reason why आजकल इतना ज़्यादा computer और technologized things हो चुके हैं. Okay. Yes.
It is used in many fields like space research, movements in the interior of the earth, research in oil deposits, medicine, meteorology, engineering, military, etc. CDAC has also participated in developing the ISCII code for writing different language scripts. ISCII means Indian Script Code for Information Interchange.
Yes, so I hope everything related to the ICT, information communication technology, is clear to you, and now we will start with the objective test. I hope everyone is ready with the objective test. Ready for objective test? Yes, let's start. The first one, fill in the blank by clicking the appropriate answers. Dash are used for sharing information. So what is used for sharing information? Telephones are used for sharing the information. Now let's move on to the next one. Computers have gone through dash generation. Can anyone tell me how many generation has computer gone through? Yes, computer underwent how many generations? Yes, Satish. Yes, Nilesh, Nitesh. Yes, Omkar. Yes, everyone give me the answer. Let me check. Very good. 5 generation. It's correct. It is 5 generation. Now let's move on to the next one. Full form of ROM. What is the full form of ROM? Yes, roaming only memory, random output memory, या read only memory. Now let me see how many of you get the correct answer for this. We need a full form for ROM. R-O-M, ROM. The first one, second one, or third one? Yes. Yes, let's understand this. Correct, correct, correct. Yes, it is read only memory. Now let's move on to the next question. Dash is the group of command to be given to the computer. Program, memory, or data. We give a command, we communicate with the computer that you have to perform this thing. So what it is called? It is called as a program, it is called as a memory, or it is called as a data. Yes, tell me, what is it called? Let me see how many of you get it correct. Yes, yes. Yes, as we basically communicate with it, we send a program to the computer. It is a basically communication between the person and the human and the computer. Now let's move on to the next one. Dash is the full form of OS. Dash is the full form of OS. What is the full form of OS? Operating system, original solution, or open service? Yes. Operating system, original solution, or open service? OS. Full form of OS? Very good. Deep, good. Your answers are correct. Yes, it is operating system. Very good, everyone. Now let's move on to the next question. CDAC is situated in dash city. Which city is CDAC situated? Yes? Yes, Nitesh, Satish? CDAC is situated in Pune. Yes, it is correct. It is situated in Pune. Dash can be used to view the file, to print it, or to handle the files. Now, which thing is used to view the file, to print it, or to handle the files? PDF. Yes, PDF is basically we can view the file, to print it, or to handle it. Okay. Yes, let's move on to the next one. While presenting pictures and videos about the works of the scientists, we can use when we have to present the pictures. So what you will do? Presentation, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, or Microsoft PowerPoint? Yes, let me see who gets it correct. It is Microsoft PowerPoint, because as we are presenting things, as we are giving a presentation where all the pictures and everything can be added, so it is basically PowerPoint. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. Say whether the statements are true or false. The information stored in ROM is only readable. Is it true? Because we are having the read-only memory. The full form is read-only memory. So yes, it can be only readable. It is true. Now let's move on to the next question. RAM and ROM are the types of external memory. Is it so? We already have two types of memory, internal and external. So do you think that RAM and ROM are the external memory, or they are the internal ones? So are they external? Yes or no? No, they are the internal ones. So the sentence is false. Now let's move on to the next one. A computer cannot be used without operating system. Your computer needs an operating system. Every time a computer works, it needs an operating system. It needs an OS. Is it correct? Yes, it is true, because whenever you want a computer to work, unless and until it is not having a system to operate, how will it operate? So yes, every computer needs an operating system, and it cannot be used without an operating system. Now let's move on to the next question. Microsoft Excel is used to make spreadsheet. Is it correct? Yes, Microsoft Excel is used to make a spreadsheet. Is it correct? Yes, because we make the whole sheets in the form of the Microsoft Excel. Now next one, let's move on to the next one. Software refers to the set of commands given to the computer. Software is software the set of command given to the computer. Yes? Yes, everyone. Yes, it is true. Printer is an input device. When we want to give anything to the computer, it is called as an input. So our printer is an input device. We give information to the computer through printers. Is it true? No, we get whatever thing is displayed on the screen. If we want a hard copy of it, we make use of the printer. So printer is not an input device. Rather, the printer is an output device. We get something from the printer. Now the next one. Keyboard is an output unit. Keyboard is an output unit, or keyboard is an input unit? Yes, tell me, is it true or false? The answer is false. Keyboard is an input unit. Now, PowerPoint is used to draw a graph based on quantitative information obtained in an experiment. So, is PowerPoint used to draw the graphs and everything? Yes? No. Okay, so the answer is false. Hardware refers to the set of commands given to the computer. So is hardware referred to the set of commands given to the computer? No, not. It is not. So it is false. Let's move on to the next one. Internet Explorer is a kind of a search engine. Can we search the things with the help of the Internet Explorer? Yes, we can search the things with the help of the Internet Explorer. I hope everything is clear to you in this information communication technology, a new direction of progress. Fine, each and everything related to the computer and everything has been cleared. I hope each and everything is clear to you.